All right, everybody, welcome to the Dark Sermon Requiem, episode 7. Oh boy. Who wants to give me the recap-a-rooney?
I've got the recap-a-rooney today.
Can you do it in Portuguese?
I could, but you don't really want me to.
That's true. Do at least some of it in Portuguese.
Okay, I'll do the intro to it.
Yes, good.
Da última vez, the Dark Sermon Requiem. With a little over a week remaining before the oncoming festival, our time to recover the bell grows short. With that in mind, our group of Inquisitors made movements to redouble our efforts to gather information more quickly. I myself made moves towards connecting myself to the local populace for a greater opportunity of intel gathering by inviting our courier, Check's Palm, Mortimer, on a date at the open stage night at Pops and Stuff and Things. Despite both of us floundering our way through the exchange, I feel successful contact was made. Thorne and Farryn insisted that later, before my mission date, they wanted to give me a makeover. It's been a very long time since I last pursued the attentions of a man. Last time went very poorly, and I'm incredibly rusty. I need to manage to keep his attention long enough to be able to ask him and others connected to him all the sort of knowledge most people hesitate to share with a stranger. I think that'll be useful, hopefully. Farryn and Mythos went into town to gather intel. Unbeknownst to the majority of the party, Mythos reported our heretic problem to Inquisitor Cast. Farryn surveyed the nearby docks, met a variety of individuals, a fisherwoman with an ancient gold coin in her purse, a flamboyant sword brother doing his best to assist the locals while openly preaching fearlessly and lifting carts and showing off his massive rippling pecs. There was a singing elf in an inn, and this singing elf had all the markings and tells of potentially being one of the Risen, and Farryn hung out with him for a little bit. A plan for potentially encountering him again and pressing him for information was mentioned in our meeting. Micha'el, Mythos, and Farryn had a private discussion about their beliefs, and we ended the day with the revelation from Mythos to the two that we would all be tested due to our interactions with Micha'el, and Micha'el going out to the courtyard to pray to his crowfather for salvation. We all went back to our beds, waiting for the next day, which was sure to be incredibly eventful, as some of us plan to visit the leper colony, which may be a Risen encampment, and so there we are, and we continue.
And so it is. The next morning comes perhaps too soon. The sun rises and light spills in through the windows. And a new day begins.
I'm up doing my stretches.
So, time to go do my morning 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups.
100. Morning, Mythos. I mean, we're indoors, thank goodness. That could have been bad. That could have been very bad.
It could have, but good morning, Miss Georgie.
Well, when we're planning on making our trip to the leper camp,
You want to do that now?
Waymaker, you keep cutting off when you talk.
Sorry, maybe my mic's messed up? Hang on. Sorry, I guess I'm probably cutting out enough that people can't tell what I'm saying.
Oh, that was fine. You explaining what was
good.
happening is fine, as is usually the course of those things. Just be careful, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know what's doing that. Okay. Let me know if it continues.
Yeah.
Then check in we shall, and then we'll go from there.
Could you see if I could join?
I don't think that should be an issue, but shall ask Lord Banco.
Not only that, but Miss Fiona, was that part of the plan?
Well, as long as you can be certain not to touch anyone.
Of course, I can get some gloves, and I can trust their eyes on this matter.
Yes, gloves.
There's an awful lot of people to be away from the estate for today. I would suggest that you clear your excursion with Lord Ponko first, and then, I suppose, if you're so insistent about going, you may go.
If it doesn't work, that's fine.
Also, I might suggest that we're not there all day. I don't know what we'll find. I don't know what we'll run into, but we can suspect. If there's any way we can do it as a morning thing and then return. And she'll throw a glance at Micha'el. I'm expecting this to be a simple in and out reconnaissance. Talk to a couple people. I hesitate to get involved in anything.
So
you know what I mean?
So you don't want me healing any of the lepers?
How do you intend to do that?
Lay on
No.
hands and removing the exposure.
What? That's still casting magic.
Any sort of casting in front of potential risen would be bad. Don't you agree?
Squints.
Yes, but there could be lepers dying to be healed.
And if they're not? We can talk about this more on the way. But first, let's even get permission.
Be certain you care about the mission, Micha'el.
I do, but I believe if there are true lepers, they should be healed.
Do not do anything to jeopardize. Perhaps you can convince Georgiana to take you to Dr. Clemens, and he might give you more information on how to go about appropriately healing these lepers.
Or ask
Yes,
your
Cap.
doctor.
Yes, Captain.
Thank you.
Alright, Arcadum, where's my crow?
He's not there.
Alright.
And going to get permission.
Sleepy.
Are you talking to Panko? Or my direct supervisor? Probably my direct supervisor. I'll go talk to her.
Morning.
Good morning. Coraline, can I go into town today?
That should be fun. Just be back by supper time.
I will. Also, after supper, I had plans. I have a date.
What?
Well, it just happened very suddenly, and
Tell me more. Is he handsome? Is he orcish?
He is not orcish. No, you know, checks hand. You know Mortimer, the
the little That is adorable. I shall make you some snacks to take with it.
Oh, that means a lot. Thank you. Yes. Well, very, very good then. I was going to
Tell you what. Why don't you
go
do your task today? Come back, grab some snacks, and then just go to him. Dear. I'll handle today.
Thank you.
You've been a very hard worker.
That means a lot, ma'am. I will do that. I appreciate this very much. I have some things to get. I wanted it to go well, I guess. Anyway, thank you very much. And have a nice day.
Ooh, they're so cute. Yes, hello. I am awake.
Good morning, my lord.
Good morning, good morning. Looks as if our docket's quite short today. Apologies, I was up all late last night, filling out forms. How goes your day? Go well? Hello?
Our day is fine. It has only just begun, and we're just preparing for the work we will be completing throughout the day.
Yes, very good. It's quite hot in here.
I believe Mr. Lope has something he'd like to request of you.
Yes. Mr. Beans. How can I be of service?
Morning, my lord. I only ask if I could go into town with Georgie.
Oh, yes. I believe you and the young checks for Haro have been working quite well, quite hard. The cutters have been most impressed. If you want to take a day off, you're welcome to do so.
He will put his hand on his sword and bow. Thank you, my lord. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. We take good care of our people. I'm sure Cutter can pull in some of the guard from the auxiliary posts. I doubt anyone's going to be coming through our aqueducts anytime soon. Yes.
Are you okay? Are you sick, my lord?
Just had a long night. Insight checks!
Yeah, I was thinking,
yeah.
like, this is a little odd. Nice.
Shit.
Mythos.
Yeah.
You can totally tell that this man did not get any sleep. But the curious bruises on his neck tell you that it was perhaps not from filling out forms.
Oh. Well, forgive me for speaking out, but you should try to take care of yourself, my lord. We wouldn't want you getting sick.
Oh, I'll be fine. Some coffee and I'll be right as rain.
Oh, should I procure you some then?
No. I'm sure you have a busy day. He'll kind of say offhandedly.
Yes, sir.
Well, that's all I needed. He will bow and then exit.
Haro, does he normally take this long to have communications?
He's normally not one to communicate.
Ah, there you are.
I've been given permission to go.
Oh, good. I was also given permission, and in fact, better than I expected, I have the entire day. So, let's make the most of it, shall we?
Pulling in some guards from Eastern Bloc. Go on. Go with your friend, Mr. Beans. Have a good time. He'll pat
Thank you,
Taro
Mr.
on the
Cutter.
arm. Go on.
I'm Taro.
I am Mr. Beans.
What?
Orc brother. Yes.
No, you're going with him. Aren't you friends?
Just kind of stares at him.
He needs to
At
stay
Lopo.
behind. He needs to stay behind. I can only go. We cannot
What?
both leave.
That's not what Banco said.
No. I'm leaving with Georgie. He's staying behind. We don't want to leave this post too unguarded.
But it's not. We're pulling gods from the aqueduct to cover your shift.
Okay, Mr. Carter. Please, have a blessed day.
I don't think he wants me to go with him.
Well, you should still take the day off. You've earned it.
I'll probably just hit up the tavern.
Oh, good idea. Give you a tap on the arm. Maybe find a nice girl and maybe she can hug all that mope out of you.
That would take a lot of hugging.
Well, you'd be
Fuck the
surprised.
depression out of him.
You'd be surprised in how much clarity you'll get once you've given yourself a good squeeze. It's better when a nice woman does it, but you know, sometimes you have to self-medicate. Well, go on then.
Maybe you're right.
Wise words from this old man.
We're ready to go? You packed up, Nova?
You ever have an old man tell you you've been squeezing?
I got some gloves and a couple of additional things.
Good.
My satchel.
Sense sexual
Did
tension.
you get permission and clearance?
I did. I have it for the whole day, and apparently so do both of our guard friends. I don't know if both of them are coming, but I heard the head guard telling them they both have the day off, so...
Alright. Lead
Ready
on.
to go?
Where are we assembling our party? Front gate? Or
Front
mid
gate.
mid-court? Looks like.
Oh, are we
A
mid-courting?
blue square appears here. You should probably stand in it.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Ah, you must gather your party before venturing forth. Whee! Alright.
Woohoo! Zooming right
Alright,
to the edge.
since your fucking thing's gonna be long, I'm gonna go to the others real quick. Alright, Michael Smith and Fiona Ironhall. Court today is very boring.
Yay!
Okay.
Nothing really happens except Serpenko drinking a lot of coffee and trying to make sure the sun doesn't touch him.
Oh.
Oddly specific.
Okay.
He's hungover.
Oh, okay.
Aha. He's a
Wow.
vampire.
Not
Check his
you.
neck! I
Ever
knew
you've
it!
been drunk?
He's a vampire!
He's a vampire!
Clearly a vampire.
Thank you for clarifying.
No, guys,
Vampires
he's
drink
just
coffee
hungover.
too, right? Well, once court finishes, I do have a few questions for his lordship.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, I remember earlier when we first joined on that you mentioned, and she lowers her voice, that there was trouble with your ledger books.
No, no.
Have you since had any further issues with that?
He'll shake his head.
Okay, very well. I was also curious, perhaps, how long has it been since money from the old Aldephyfian kingdom was in circulation?
That hasn't been in circulation for a few hundred years at least.
Really? That long?
Indeed. Well, every once in a while a coin will show up. Most trade it, not knowing its true value. Some collectors would pay quite a handsome sum in order to have one of them, but circulation? No, not for some 100 years or so.
But it's not unreasonable for it to perhaps be out and about in the markets as some sort of tender.
Unreasonable? No. Very rare, however.
Okay. Do you happen to have any Old Kingdom coins that I could take a look at? Or perhaps borrow, if necessary.
I don't have any of the actual coins, but I believe there's some text on the minting, if you'd like to borrow it.
I see. Those might be beneficial. And one final question. Michael and I bought some decorations, at least for our quarters, if you don't mind us decorating for the festival. But we wondered, we heard from a shopkeeper who was selling these decorations that the nobles were in charge on the council of organizing the festival. Does that mean you're also in charge?
Of course.
Could you give me a list, please, of the other nobles? Who else is in charge?
Let's see. He'll start to tap his chin. There's myself. There is Fairheart. Menace. And Lokenbrook.
Thank you very much for your information, my lord.
Are there any particular parts of the festival that any individual noble is having more say over, or is it mainly a unanimous thing between all of you?
I'm not sure what you mean, my boy.
I could phrase that better. Is the setup of the festival mainly being handled by all of you together, or is everyone relegating different tasks between these nobles? For
We
example,
usually decide theming, and then we have our subordinates take care of it.
Okay. That was all I wanted to know, just in case there was any parts of the festival that anyone had more overwatch on than the others. But this is good. Is there anything else, Miss Fiona?
No, that was everything for me. If we are done for the day, my lord, I'd like to go take a look at those texts on minting.
Of course.
Thank you. Which way is the library? Wee.
Look at all that nerd shit.
Oh,
Hey, cool. Books.
look at all these properly positioned bookshelves.
Don't be mean.
Yeah, Cape. Look, they're all so perfect.
But they're not.
Yeah, spine's supposed to be facing the other way, so
Yeah.
that way you can see them.
Please.
Alright. So you guys are going to be studying all day.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, give me 2 seconds.
1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Oh, we're here.
You count by Mississippi too.
Be right back.
Yay.
Give me like 2 seconds.
4 W's, I see.
Isn't that core? Well, I suppose you weren't inducted into the Eye.
Well,
It's always
no.
about questions, I suppose.
Hmm.
Who?
I thought about trying to join
when,
the Eye for
where,
a while.
why?
I was
Really?
told I was blunt.
Hmm.
Might have had something to do with my... Never mind.
Well, now you have the chance to prove them wrong. Mortimer won't know what hit him.
I somehow doubt I'm going to be subtle about that either. I don't have subtlety in me. It's not a thing that I do.
Hmm.
In any case, I think the festival is probably going to be very easy to find. If we can find the bell before that happens, all the better, you know. We visit the leper camp if we wind up finding that they are in fact the Risen undercover, and we sniff around and say the bell's here already. We don't know if it's even here, but say that it is. If there's a way that we can get it and scram, that might be worth it. And then I won't have to go on a date at all, and everything will be fine.
We will hope for the best. Yeah.
Okay, let's do this.
All right. But yes. It looks like we're also having Taro come with us.
Yeah, if you want me to. Yeah, if not, I was just gonna walk about the town, see what I see.
I think if we go in too strong, that might be seen as even more suspicious than what we're already doing.
But then there's leaving him alone. That might not be for the best.
I think
Should we
Taro
split
can
into two
handle
pairs?
himself.
I'll be fine.
We definitely need Nova at the camp. You're an actual medical practitioner, and you know your stuff. We also have to, if we're going to help them, if they are actual lepers, and we do need to do some, try his hand at blowing our entire cover with some glowing magics. That would not be best. So, although, when it comes down to it, once we get there, I am merely an apprentice. I'll follow your lead. If it gets crazy, then I will try my best to avoid stepping in. But I'll be there if you need me. I'm there to watch the eyes, ears, see what we can learn. I think 3 sets of ears are better than 2, perhaps.
I have misgivings on leaving Gideon alone again.
I think
I would
he's very
entrust him into your
competent.
hands. Do you remember last time?
What happened last time?
I think he's learned from last time.
Look, I think Taro's a big boy. He can probably handle himself. He doesn't talk a lot anyway, so what kind of trouble could he possibly get into?
He's only been here for so long.
What's that supposed to mean?
Need
We've all only
someone.
been here for so long.
Yeah, we're all strangers here.
I think if he just goes to the bar and just hangs out there, I don't think he's going to get in too much trouble. He's a very competent person. I had faith in him.
Well, whatever. Y'all have
Okay.
fun. I'll see you later.
I think he'll do fine. I have high hopes for him. I think he'll bring something to the table at tonight's meeting.
Alright, so Gideon is going to the tavern?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, just investigating the town and the tavern.
So we'll get
See
to
what I
you.
spot.
We'll get to you later, because this is going to be the main chunk.
Yeah.
So the 3 of you are traveling to the leper colony.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Micha'el, I keep having this foreboding feeling that we need to still talk about your plan at the colony.
I thought about healing. Now again, if they are the Risen, I don't want to give them magic for obvious purposes. I just feel that it's the right thing to do to heal the sick. Since I can.
He wants to complete his mission that he already told us about, Ginny.
It has
What's
nothing
the
to
purpose
do.
of all this for him?
It's not. But
Could we do this first, and then you do your thing after we're done?
Me going to the leper camp and possibly healing people to be sick does not serve an ulterior purpose. If the people are sick and I have the means to heal them, why would I not heal them? What's the worst that could happen?
Let me know when you're loaded.
We're
Oh
loaded.
no. Oh, I'm loaded, yeah.
Okay, so as you guys walk your way towards the leper camp, you can see that they have taken refuge in an old abandoned abbey. Most likely, one of the older establishments during the time of the Church of Light, long since abandoned since the battles between the East and the Pale City. Hold on, let me check your sizes. Are you guys
Mr.
weird
Bean?
size? Let me see here.
You'll have to lead on.
Yep, your weird size. Hold on.
If they are lepers like everyone says, then I wouldn't see the harm in it, but please be cautious.
Of course. I would only do it. Hold on, checking
Loose
spell
lips
sheet.
sink ships.
4 times.
Now, what do you see?
Alright. Can we make perception checks, Arcadum?
Well,
Or can I?
you're walking up to the abbey, but you can make perception checks if you'd like.
Okay.
I'm good. I'm just walking.
All right. As you walk through, you can see that there are many aspects of the abbey abandoned and reclaimed by nature. An old chapel here, burial ground here. When you come up to this break in the gate, you can see that up ahead, the cathedral has missing points of its roof, caved in parts of the wall, but these gates are open. And you see that there are several people within. Okay. At the gate, you will see this. A man, heavily clothed, approaches you. You can see that he is covered from head to toe in black leathers and cloth, heavily obscuring his face. He will hold up a hand in greeting, heavily bandaged. Oh, greetings there. What brings
Hail and greetings.
What brings you to our colony?
Lord Panko requests that we look over and give aid where we can and see the conditions around. I am his estate doctor, Nova, at your service.
So kind. Please, come in.
Thank you. And what am I seeing?
You see, okay, I'm gonna do this for you. Jesus Christ.
You see nothing. You are blind.
Or what am I perceiving? Yeah.
Giving her an aura.
Well, there's sounds and smells that apparently extend beyond that. And we were within like 10 feet of him, so I don't know if that
Okay.
gives
Do you see
anything.
that?
Yes.
Do you see the aura?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so quick explanation. I'm going to describe other senses, but if it's within this aura, you see it just like everyone else. And if there's more to see, I'll tell you. Alright? So, in this aura, you're just like everybody else, and then some. Outside of here, I can only tell you things that aren't sight-based, like sounds, smells. But, you know, things like that, you're going to have to use those senses for. The only limitation in here is that you cannot see colors, and you cannot read things you can't touch, or see symbols that you can't touch. That's what these two are for, so there you go.
Mm-hmm. And
And
can I perception check on him?
So, to answer your question, the man is wearing heavy cloth and certainly smells as if he has leprosy. You can sense the sickness radiating off from him. The bandages are decently cleaned, but no doubt the medical attention that he has been receiving has been sparse. Also, there is a heavy scent of mildew in the area. Most likely, the rains here are unkind to these people, as there is very few places to keep dry. Alright, what do you guys do? Do you follow him in?
Yes.
Okay, make me perception checks as soon as you enter.
Mm-hmm. Yikes.
Heyo.
When you get to this point, you can see... Oh, not those two. Oh, close your eyes.
Closing my eyes.
Alright, you see these lepers. Each of them heavily shrouded, their faces covered. Man continues to lead you forward. You also notice that the people have taken a interest in you. Having people come here that are not direct members of the church is quite rare.
Being able to see these people all the way over here, is this here?
That's not there.
With this? Okay, I was gonna say with the skeleton and the cleaver. Ah!
Yeah,
what was it?
Smell of blood.
That's
Let's go.
That's not there.
Okay.
Okay, I was gonna say, hey, yo, what the fuck did we do in this colony?
However,
Yeah,
this
that-
demon is here. No, I'm just kidding. There's nothing
This
there.
demon.
Demon!
This looks like the inside of the Beast castle and Beauty and the Beast.
Well,
demon
let me make sure
statues
there's
everywhere.
any of those other ones I haven't missed. Okay, no, that's not there, and everything else should be fine. Yeah, okay. Man will continue to lead you. Would you like to follow him? I could just have the group follow him.
Yeah, we're following. As,
Yeah,
Yes,
we're
please.
gonna follow him.
All right.
as we're going,
you would like to
the-
type in /follow. Got it.
the people that are watching and taking an interest, I'll kind of make eye contact with one of them and nod.
They will slink away, uncertain.
Hmm.
You will get
So
to
many.
this point where the man will lead you up to where the sermons would have taken place. And you can see two lepers that seem to stand out from the others. You see these two. This one is on the right.
Cool.
And this one is on the left.
Also cool.
Is the one on the left actually floating?
No.
Okay.
This one will walk up and will call out, Bartholomew! Volunteers from Lord Panko. Volunteers? How strange. Greetings. I am Bartholomew Escadfire. A pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Does
Tell
his
me.
accent sound like a specific
We'll do a
area
bow,
of
not
Cornwall?
holding out a hand.
Oh, I'm sorry, what were you asking, Waymaker?
His accent, is that like a Corvin accent
No.
from somewhere
He
around
is,
here? Okay.
he is definitely foreign.
Hmm.
Please do not take this the wrong way, but many do not come here without purpose. And though you say that you are here from Lord Panko, was it? Yes, sir. Lord Panko. I did not know him to be the charitable type. I apologize for the suspicion, but I must keep these people safe. Tell me, what is your purpose here?
Mm,
I would like to heal the lepers if we can.
It took you an awful long time to respond. Are you
sorry,
uncertain?
I'm
of your
writing the
time here?
mute because I have IRL.
Oh, okay, then I'll give you a little more slack then.
Yeah, my theory was going wild in her cage, forgive me.
I'm just behind them, like elbowing both of them
Well,
in the
it's
ribs. Come on.
It's just that was
No,
like
my bad.
that was a full 10 seconds. He's like, perhaps they don't know. All right, but
No.
anyway, you say that you're here to sit, and he will respond.
Is he not known for his generosity? Given his aid with the orphans and so on, his favorability among town? Oh
Perhaps,
yes, this is a
perhaps-
recent turn of his attention.
Perhaps you misunderstand. I simply meant towards us. Many of the nobles of Darklake and any of the nearby settlements, they tend to give us a wide berth. You say that you are here to heal. If that is the case, you are welcome to do so. He will then turn and look at Lope, and then he will say, I did not expect to see a faithful of Farryn. I will say it is a welcome surprise.
Are you also a follower?
No. But he is a... There are followers of him where I am from.
Really? Where are you from?
I am from a land called Calcatesh, across the Abyssal Ocean.
And how did you end up here in Corvallis?
It is a long story. Perhaps I'll tell it later. For now, suffice to say that we all have our calling, and mine has led me here. Well then, I shall bring to you our most sickly. If you are a follower of Farryn, it is no doubt the Crow Father has imbued you with great strength. He'll gesture to one of the lepers to go and get the others. Yep. Hot. Six. Cough.
I'm going to sidle up to Lope and tug him down.
Yes, Georgie. And you will bend down.
I will very, very faintly whisper, are you sure about this? Because magic can attract things that we don't want to attract.
Well, we'll see how it goes. It might be too little too late.
Follow your lead.
I'll look him over. Still,
Nova?
what
Sure.
purpose drives you here? We will cut off Lope Baines and ask Bartholomew.
He will turn towards you, and he will say, my purpose is quite simple. These people are abandoned, and I sought to guide them. Leprosy is handled differently where I am from. It is viewed as a sign of degeneracy. I was pleasantly surprised to find here that it is simply treated as a curse. I do find it to be quite accurate on the latter account. And so I have come here to tend to those that bear the same sickness as I, and to seek compassion.
And do you not need treatment?
Sorry.
Indeed, but there are many others that need it more than I. Speaking of which, a line of them will start coming up, and he'll gesture one forward. Alright, medicine check.
Yep, we'll make sure our gloves are on. We will sit them down on something and sit with them and start looking them over.
Aid her in the
Taking our
medicine check,
time,
Arcadum?
Yeah, you can aid if you have it.
seeing the
trained.
condition.
Oh, I don't have it trained, that's why I was asking. It's
Negative.
not trained.
Negative.
Alright, cool.
Continue.
It's all on her then.
I will pretend to watch as I try and steal glances around the area.
We'll try one more with inspiration.
As you take a look at the woman, she is definitely showing the signs of leprosy. Hers is not quite so far along. In fact, with a sufficient amount of treatment, she may even be cured of it.
So, talking out of character, if you can guide me, what are the treatments as far as like the medicine kit, the healing?
Yeah, I'll walk you through it. So a couple of things about leprosy. Since you're trained, you would know these things. Leprosy is actually spread through coughs and other such contact. It's not actually spread through skin-to-skin contact, so the gloves are unnecessary. Number two, leprosy has actually has a low contagion rate. You could spend months around somebody with leprosy and not catch it. It does not cause your limbs to fall off, and it actually cannot kill you. Now, other complications from the disabilities caused by leprosy obviously can kill people, but leprosy itself cannot. Its symptoms are discoloration or lighter patches of skin, nodules on said skin, thick, stiff, and dry skin, the loss of eyebrows or eyelashes, things like that. Also, the weakness in cartilage, which can cause you to take sensory nerve damage, registering pain that leads to burns, injuries, blindness, and vision problems.
Okay.
And in really bad cases, you get to motor nerve damage, which is where you can't use your limbs very well. Probably one of the more, we'll call it medieval fantastical ones, which is one of the reasons why leprosy has been given such a bad rap. Like, there's a lot of mythology around it. What is it? It's like lagophthalmos or something like that, where you can't close your eyes. And it's really fucking bad. And that's one of the things that leads to blindness.
Okay. Given that I probably knew this before talking to this person, could I have also equipped the gas mask that I brought with?
Yeah, that's fine. You've taken proper precautions. Even if it isn't spread by skin-to-skin contact, wearing gloves is generally a good idea.
Yes.
When dealing with sick people.
I just also bought a gas mask some time ago, and
I know.
Though it's not exactly, it's something.
I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, as you start to investigate this young woman, you can see that she is in the very early stages of leprosy. Skin lesions, no doubt, they are causing her some discomfort and itchiness, but she has all of the faculties of her limbs, motor features. She can see. and there are no presences of ulcers, or not ulcers, but growths, lesions, things like that.
Tell me, what is your name, as we're looking over and evaluating how much mechanically would be needed to heal?
My name is Myra.
Mm-hmm. And when did these start to develop?
A couple weeks ago.
And do you have any insight onto why or how you came into contact with this?
I'm sorry, I don't know. I don't know how it
understand.
happened.
Hmm. So, given what I know, does regular healing work on it?
So,
or like lay on hands?
Early cases, yes. You can heal her.
Mm-hmm.
The problem
Go
is that healing even an early case of it takes months of work. Constant work. Which is the big problem. It's very expensive. So while you can obviously treat her now, it would take you months to cure her. Just this person. This is the reason why leprosy is such a problem, is because it takes so many resources to heal one person, at least mundanely speaking, that dealing with it is pretty difficult. Do you have the white hand?
No.
Okay, then yeah, it's going to take you normal time, which is bare minimum like 3 months.
That's what I was saying to Lope, because there's a cure disease component of lay on hands.
Well, that's different. That's magic.
Yeah.
I'm speaking only of the mundane-esque. He could probably cure it.
While the doctors that I'm observing and learning from are talking about this, we identified this guy as a foreigner. That one up there, what do their clothes look like? Do they seem foreign as well? Is there like a history check or something I can do?
Their clothes certainly seem foreign, but they have said nothing and have only been watching.
Gotcha. I will continue watching.
Alrighty, and that seems to be Myra's state.
I believe this one is best handled by your talents, Lope. We'll stand up and give him some space.
Micha'el will take a step over. Pleasure to meet you, madam. And he will reach out his hands and lay on hands Mira.
Power of Farryn flows through your touch, granting redemption and peace to Mira's body. The lesions dissipate in a pail of gray smoke. She smiles as she feels the presence of her leprosy leave. Overjoyed, she hugs Lope Beans. Thank you, sir!
You're very welcome. Now please go.
Bartholomew will nod. He'll just nodders the whole time.
Now go, live in peace now that you've been cured of your condition.
Hold a minute. Let me double check. We don't want it to spread.
She'll wait.
Oh, Jesus!
She seems fine.
All set. On to another.
Overjoyed, she'll kind of dance over here. Thank you.
I don't
Mr.
suggest you
Escatire.
stay long.
You're quite welcome, but the doctor is right. You are freed from our disease. Should make your leave. Fear not. I understand your jubilation and your thanks. Go, Mira. Find peace. She'll slowly start to wave goodbye to everybody before running at full speed the fuck out of there. Next one comes up is another female.
Oh, just a moment. Have you been treating them, Bartholomew? Or are you here against the creatures of the swamp?
I use what rudimentary knowledge that I possess to treat them, but I will admit I am no doctor. I only know of battlefield medicine. Thankfully, my partner can help. Most of the time, with their medicinal needs. And he will gesture behind him to the other leper.
I imagine your numbers would be far greater without them, and their help.
Indeed.
Still so many.
But the efforts show. Okay.
As this one approaches, and you take a closer look, you actually don't really see a lot of evidence. In fact, you think this woman just has a rash.
So what is your name, and can you describe to me what you've been feeling?
My name is Kala. I just know I have it. I feel awful. I can see it on my skin, you know? She starts pointing at it.
We will...
You will hear Bartholomew state, Kala has only just arrived.
Can
Can I have a
I borrow your eyes,
glance
Georgie?
at her?
I'm sorry.
I'm not trained.
I didn't get any of that.
Oh,
Sorry.
can I borrow your eyes, Georgie?
Sure. How can I help?
Look over this. Describe to me what you see as Nova goes over the arm.
Okay, I am not trained in medicine.
But you are trained in...
Seeing colors.
In seeing colors.
Yeah. You will see that the lesions do not look anything like the last woman. It just looks like a rash. You will also see that the woman is very nervous.
Can I insight her nervousness?
Yes.
Okay.
You get the feeling that Kala is not sick. But she's nervous that you'll call her out as such. But why would someone want to be in a leper colony that they didn't have to be in?
Miss Nova, her lesions seem to be different from the last one. But I get the feeling that while they may not look so serious, they may be much more serious than before. Perhaps this would be one to speak to in private later after the others are looked at.
I did feel a bit of something as well.
I think she deserves a little more of a thorough investigation.
As you wish.
And I'll kind of make eye contact with Kala and give her a slight nod, like I'm trying to reassure her.
She'll nod.
Miss, could you wait until the end of the line, and we'll give you a more proper scanning?
Okay.
You've taken well the lessons on triage.
Learn from the best.
Alright. The next one is a man. As you analyze him as he approaches, you can see that he is heavily scarred. It's difficult to say if he actually has any lesions, although there is certainly the smell of death on him. Certainly that of an infection. You will see that his skin is covered with... or rather feel, I should say. You feel that his skin is covered with scars, and there's softness where his muscles should be, and some of them appear unnaturally proportioned. You believe that he has exhibited enough signs that to be contracted of leprosy. More specifically, the muscle deterioration.
And tell me, what is your name?
Paulus.
Could you explain to me why it looks like you've cuddled with a bobcat?
I don't know what that is, but, being me scars, I was a warrior. Well, this damn sickness took me.
And, mechanically, I'm guessing this is, further along?
This one is definitely further along. He's already had, serious damage to his muscles. The fact that he's still standing up straight is probably just because he had a lot of muscle to begin with. His history as a warrior has given him the strength to at least operate as a normal person. But a few more months of this and it'll eat him away. It'll eat away at him.
I will be honest with you. Your days as a glorious warrior are probably over, but that doesn't mean that you cannot be of support to the others. And, Nova will go and do a more manual treatment with, the mundane supplies that she has, knowing that the other two have been doing the more long-term work. And cleaning the bandages, or replacing them with clean ones.
He'll nod.
About 45 minutes.
Okay.
What's happening in 45 minutes? Does anybody?
Yeah, I want to know.
I wanna
Food.
Are you going to share some
It's
dinner with
food.
us?
Hooray!
Yeah, 45 minutes, Shadow. 45.
Yeah,
I want
45
to.
minutes to open mic night.
Hey, 45 minutes. Anyway, he will then nod as if what you've told him is something he expected. Thank you, miss.
My condolences.
Warrior, come back. Remove your hood.
I'd rather not.
There's nothing that you have that could scar me. Remove your hood, please.
What?
He will remove his hood.
And what does he look like?
He is a human. The back of his head, however, is grotesquely lesioned. You can see that it's melted off, looks like it's melted off with so many growths.
What's wrong?
Once a warrior, always is. You might not be able to wield whatever you used to wield, but the willpower still lives within you. And he will lay on hands as he continues to speak.
Look, Beans, this is past your kin.
As you grip him, the leprosy leaves his body. The lesions dissipate, and like a gray smoke, coil away from him. He will touch the back of his head and will feel only rivets and bumps. His muscles, still deteriorated, are now free.
Your body is not what it used to be, but you can still be in service. Use your warrior spirit for some good. You have been healed and have been cured. Now please, go forth and live a fruitful life.
The man will look shocked, but will nod. He will turn back towards Bartholomew. Sir, the priest of Farryn is correct. Should go forth and find a different place. Go, and find happiness, my friend. The man will not quite so excitingly walk away. He has been here years, and now we must find a new life.
Starting over.
Explain.
Who are you asking?
Oh. Why would I not heal him? Deprive him of what? A sense of purpose? Must he suffer? He's already suffered enough.
I'll need a few minutes. As Nova. Apologies. A moment.
This guy will just stand there.
As Nova stomps away from Mr. Beans. And goes take a moment.
Is that where you stop? Oh, you can still on. Okay.
Is there
a pouty chair somewhere? Probably.
There we go. We'll lurk on. We'll be on the
some
stairs.
Stare action. All right.
I don't want to see Mr. Beans right now.
I leave my radar. Give me a perception check.
That will be an 11.
You smell a heavy sense of death coming from this individual. Just as a thing to think about.
Thank you.
All right. This man will just stand here awkwardly. Should I wait until she comes back?
I would say so. I don't know, women.
Hey.
Oh, all right.
I don't know what he meant by that, but so we just have to deal with it.
Women, am I right, fellas? Everywhere we go.
We go everywhere.
Anyway, the man, Bartholomew will walk up, and since there's a kind of a lull in the work, tell me, how was your journey across the sea?
I was born here in Corvanus.
A local? Converted to Farryn? How is such a thing possible? How do you even know of him?
Through one of his other followers was actually already here.
Huh. The world is truly a wondrous place, no matter how long you live.
Yes, I've only lived. Well, I feel like I've lived a long life. But, if you don't mind me asking, it's hard to tell how old you are with your mask on. How old are you, Bartholomew?
I have lived centuries, my friend.
Oh.
Long enough to see family lines grow and fall, cities built and destroyed. Long enough.
So, you are an elf?
Was, I suppose.
It was.
Did
Were
you
you
start
turned
being?
I will admit, the qualities of the elves, I do not feel them anymore. I cannot.
Why not?
He'll point at himself. He has leprosy.
Has no one been able to heal you?
I'm afraid that my case is too far to be healed, even by the magic of Farryn.
Shame. Well, I'm sorry that happened to you. But it looks like...
I was bitter about it for a long time, but no longer. Now I simply serve a better purpose.
You have a home for all those who share the same condition as yourself. You provide them a place with at least some sheltering, a home away from theirs.
I do, yes.
Very noble of you. How do you all survive out here?
We do what we can with what we have.
But what I was more thinking, how do you feed all these people? How do you give them water?
Water is an easy supply. There's a well out back. As for food, well, I will admit, it is not a reliable process, but we do a lot of begging.
You do what you must.
Indeed. Alright. Micha'el, make me a religion check.
Okay. I have it trained.
Good.
Okay.
Then I'll let you roll the advantage. But you have it trained.
Heyo.
You notice that there's just something off about this guy. And you're not quite sure what it is. His movements seem kind of almost stiff. It could be the leprosy, but it just unnerves you. He will continue and say, I have a question that, I will be honest, is burning curiosity within me. How have you been able to maintain your religion?
Mostly in secret, as Methodians do not look highly upon my religion. So it's not been easy.
He'll nod. I see.
Do you follow any gods?
I paid lip service to the Calcatessian gods. I certainly prayed to Kahili on the boat ride. I oftentimes call to glory.
Is there a particular one that you serve?
Not really. I call upon the one that could be most relevant to help. Religion and I have always had a difficult relationship. You doing anything, Thorne, or are you still down here having a little pout?
No, we're going to go up and I don't know if it's quite deception, but we will walk over and step and have some grumbles and recorrect. Start moving this way.
I think everyone has struggles in their faith.
Playing love.
Even in the most devout can have doubt. It is life at the end of the day.
He will nod, having no response to that. As you walk up, Nova, you can see that this individual is kind of coiled up on the ground. You can see that there's a pallet, some soft bedding, and they're just kind of laying down.
Were you next? We will...
Speak up, Reevee.
Oh. Were you next? I'm back.
No, I'm not next. Maybe next to die.
Have you already spoken your words and name and made your preparations then?
They're going to burn me and throw me into the sea.
My condolences. And, yeah, we'll pull out a small thing of alcohol and pass that over.
Miss Nova, should I be helping? Saw you wander over this way.
No, I'm afraid not. Did I get lost?
No, I saw you with one of the lepers and figured you were administering.
Mm-hmm. Where to next?
Oh, there was another in line waiting for you. Mm-hmm.
Perception check.
Okay.
You notice that this person is covered in all sorts of red marks all over their body, but you see that their knuckles are quite white, as if they are gripping something.
Can I tell what they're gripping?
It's something.
Something.
Something that fits in their hand.
Oh boy.
Miss Nova, have you inspected her thoroughly at all?
I suppose I could again, but even from here, it's not too long. The best course is pain meds or arranging death if they so wish.
Do you mind if I use my eyes to see a little closer for you?
Would that be alright?
Please, leave me with my thoughts.
Can I insight that?
Sure.
Does this lady feel like she's about to attack us or something?
Insight. Just roll it. Yeah, that lady's gripping a weapon.
Uh-huh.
He is moments away from striking.
Very well. Doctor, if we might go look at the other. They seemed to be at least savable. This one is probably not.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll whisper to Nova as we pass, just very, very quietly. We need to talk when we leave.
Of course. There you are.
Alright, as you start returning, Bartholomew will nod to Lope and say, "It would seem that it's time to start work again." And we'll walk over in this direction, and this one moves for the first time. As they go back to join each other. They seem to be in deep conversation.
Can I hear what they're saying?
No, they're far away from you.
Oh, okay.
I'll go watch the door.
Thank you.
Oh,
Mr.
hello.
Yes, hello. And
Well-
your name?
My name's Giuseppe.
Very well, Giuseppe. What are we seeing today?
And as you take a look, well, Thorne, this man does not have leprosy. He has a deep rash that seems to pull up from underneath his waistband.
Oh my god! My man has the clap.
A repeat?
This shit again.
He's got the same dryad crap.
Yep.
This man's come down with a terrible case of the elf rot.
Ah. Well, I have good news and bad news, but could you tell me what you were up to shortly before this arrived?
I was,
Mm-hmm.
helping my family with moving their... You don't need to roll.
I believe it. I believe it wholeheartedly.
Seeing as how he's not going to be convincing the blind lady that he was doing any of that, he'll lean in. Okay, all right. Look,
Mm-hmm.
I got the rot into the brothels, unofficial brothels, but I can't afford nefarious prices. I'm only a lumberjack. Just so happens that, I had a good time, and then I woke up the next morning and I had the rot. And my mother, let me tell you, constantly nagging me all the time. If she found out I had the rot, then she would never let me hear the end of it. Then I thought to myself, wait, what if I use this as an excuse to get away from her? So, lo and behold, here I am. I have leprosy. It's not so bad living in a broken cathedral. I've got way more space than I did at me mum's house. Best part, I don't have me mum.
Yes. But for all that your mother is annoying, she cares about you. And especially in conjunction with other illnesses, you can catch leprosy, and worse. Your condition would develop far more rapidly. And in addition with this, you would definitely lose your bits.
Wait, that happens?
Yes.
I thought that was just an old wives' tale.
No.
Please, doctor, save me, Jimmy's!
Fortunately, I've already dealt with some of this week. Pull out.
You got to help me save little Giuseppe.
Oh boy.
He's got so much emotion.
Is there some place with some privacy for your decency, or are you beyond that here?
He's just like, I don't care, I don't want it to get damaged.
Mm-hmm.
Turns.
He just
Very
pulls
well.
his pants down?
And she'll pull out the milk of lavender and such. We'll be working on that.
Okay.
Damn, son!
I see nothing.
Damn,
Willfully.
son!
Micha'el thinks about his life.
Micha'el thinks, how endowed that man is.
God damn!
Maybe Micha'el has leprosy and half of it.
He's had it the whole time.
Yeah, I've had it the whole time!
Alright. You tend to the man's omega syphilis and send him on
And I
his way.
explained to him, like, the application of the milk of lilac that he'll want to do for a week, and that he wants to get out of here before he catches leprosy for real.
He'll keep applying it as he walks
Given
away.
the others that have recovered, you can, I suppose, maintain your cover story. But do keep in mind, regardless of how annoying people around you are, they do care.
Alright, Doc.
As it flaps in the wind.
Micha'el, find me.
Bartholomew approaches and will say, "It seems that you've done fine work. You have my thanks, and the thanks of all those present. We have not much food to offer, but you are welcome to join us for dinner if you wish. I promise you
I would be
there's-
happy enough with somewhere to wash.
Oh, very well. There is a basin in the western alcove.
Please show me.
Alright. It is that way, sir. They'll
Miss Kala, would you
wait,
join
we'll
us?
pay that way. And Kala will come with you.
Thank you, Bartholomew. And maybe one day you may be cured of your disease.
Unlikely. But thank you.
As we come in here and Nova washes up, Miss Kala, was it?
Yes?
I am just a novice, and I'm following these two and learning, but I couldn't help but notice that perhaps leprosy is a very bad disease. It ruins lives. You know, many of the people here, even the ones that are healed, are going back to broken, changed lives. Why, if you were to be healed and leave this place, where would you go?
Is it possible that you just can't heal me? Is that
Well,
right?
that's always a possibility. Part of me wonders why, if the opportunity was there, that you wouldn't want it.
Go look around. I can't let him find me.
Oh no. Is it a man?
She'll not. My husband.
I see. I suppose both of you have lived in Darklake all this time.
But for the most part.
Have you considered perhaps getting passage out of Darklake and living in some other town rather than living among the lepers?
I would if I had any money. There's nowhere else for me to go.
I understand.
But Kent, he's afraid of disease. The leprosy scares him. It's the only place I could think to go that he would not follow me.
I'll be honest, the leprosy scares me, and I'm only really here because of these two, who know what they're doing and have assured me that I will be fine.
Let us hope my husband is not as brave as you.
You are brave. He must be very bad. Is there nothing else that you could think to do besides being here? I'll be honest, while some of the people that we've encountered out there seemed perfectly honest and actually sick, there was one that seemed different. Like you want to be here and you're refusing treatment, but you haven't gotten scary about it. There's a woman out there that was on the verge of violence. Do you know anything about more people like that being here? Is that a common thing?
There's certainly a few of them that are more violent than the others. Bartholomew was a warrior from his land, but he doesn't move around a lot. He's never quite far from his partner. But there are others that carry weapons underneath their robes. It frightens me.
Do you carry a weapon?
No, I don't.
Darklake has gotten awful dangerous in recent times. I feel it important to carry at least a dagger. And she'll kind of like pat her side where she's got a little chef knife tucked in her belt. Just in case, you know. Even whether for dealing with brigands or in the market square or even wayward husbands, if you get my meaning. You don't think it's for that these people carry weapons, do you?
I don't know why they would. I don't know anything. I just don't want to go home.
Mm-hmm.
Insight,
Georgie,
please.
we shouldn't encourage violence as such.
It's...
I'll insider as well since I'm standing here.
You too, Thorne.
Hey!
Miss
Let's
Nova,
go.
sometimes things must be done.
Or...
Just real quick, Lope, when she says that she doesn't know what's going on, that was a lie. Continue roleplay. I'm gonna get up for just a second to grab a drink, so if you talk directly to me, I might need a second.
Yeah.
Here,
Talk amongst yourselves.
if you'll give us a moment, Kala.
Oh, okay. I'll go
Dragging
over
me
here.
away.
I'll go over here while I go to the bathroom. Alright, there you go.
Carlo, hold on. Come back.
Arcadum is going.
I need
By
to...
the way, we should talk to each other.
What are we talking about, Nova?
Kala will look at Lope. Yes?
Arcadum, do you need to go to the bathroom?
Yes, that's why I was doing that. That's why I was doing
Oh,
that.
my bad. My bad. Go. My
Come
bad.
here,
I missed
little
it.
pig.
Stopping the
Oh my
man.
god.
My bad.
We have a moment to check our notes.
Let him pee-pee and poo-poo in peace. You were harassing Gideon. Now you're harassing God. Get back here.
Miss Nova, if we leave this lady here, perhaps she'll be a contact in the future. She knows what's going on here, or at least somewhat.
Georgie, she's lying.
Whoops. Yeah. Oh yeah? About what?
About her saying she doesn't know what's going on. She's not being truthful.
Do you think she'd be more amenable to giving us what she knows if we... How much could it possibly be to arrange transit out of here? If
I
she
can
has
give
a
her
new
60 gold for the
outfit?
truth.
That might be an option.
Gold
What
is
if-
a cheap price for answers.
What if, hear me out. What if we gave her 60 gold for the truth, and also asked her to remain here until the festival? That way she can get out of Dodge, and we can also have a contact on the inside that might be a bell ringer for us, should we need it. Nova?
Mm-hmm.
The woman that looked like she was dying, or that she was on the verge and asked us to leave her alone, she was gripping a weapon. She was ready to strike.
Really?
Really. I do not
She was
think...
in no condition to do so.
I think that is a deception.
Oh, well.
At first glance, perhaps I was wrong, and we came in here and they are in fact just lepers, but wouldn't a leper colony be the perfect place to hide a few of your agents if you looked like you had leprosy?
Or if you're a criminal looking to hide somewhere.
That,
Thank
sure.
you for looking out for me.
In any case, I feel like having Miss Kella stay here at least for the week. Give her money, get the truth, and then,
It could be explained that it would be best to try to make her way during the chaos of the festivities. That would align our timelines and work
Yes.
with her prerogative.
Absolutely. And Micha'el, Mr. Beans, if you want to keep up your whole idealism thing with Farryn, and explain to her that you're looking out for her safety and that you don't trust the people that she's with, that perhaps maybe she'll be more open to feed you information.
EP complete.
PP complete. Alright, hands to the middle. Hey. And break.
Hey, break! Carla,
Yes?
I'm willing to give you 60 gold if you tell me the truth. You lied when you said you didn't know what was going on.
She'll look shocked. I don't really know what's happening. I just know that some of them aren't sick.
Okay, so why are they here?
I don't know.
Are you willing to stay here? And I can, until at least the festival, and I can give you more money if you need to. But 60 gold is enough for you to get out, if you want to. But I would like for you to stay here
Yes,
and let us
please.
know.
With that money, I could just leave. Start a new life in another town.
You could.
As a reminder, 60 gold to a peasant is a
Wow.
fuck ton of money.
Yeah, it's a fuck ton of money. I'm aware of that. Yeah, it's a boatload of fucking money. I know.
That's
Yeah.
a single carrot.
Yeah, no, that's one. What is it? Sanctified silver, whatever it is.
Yeah, but that's 150 gold, so it's 1 carrot instead of 2.
Anyways, I'm only willing to give you this gold if you're possibly willing to stay to let us know if there's more nefarious means going on here. I understand
I'm
there
no
are people.
spy. What if they hurt me? If they find out I'm watching them?
Maybe I've become too good-natured. 1 second. I'll be right back. Georgie,
She looks
Mhm.
bewildered.
she's not a spy. She's not, even if she tries to stay. If I give her the gold, she would just leave. She's too scared. I should just give her the gold so she may live a better life. She's not apt to do what we ask of her.
She has been living here in secret among the infected for how long?
Yes, but there's different of living amongst them and spying on them.
Very well. At least she gave us some information. If nothing else, this would be our good deed for the day.
Indeed. I just
She
want to let
needs-
you know that she needs the money more than me right now.
Yes, she does.
He will walk up. Look, I'm going to give you this gold. Whatever you choose to do with it, it's up to you. I don't suggest you take vengeance on your husband or whoever hurt you to put you here. Forgive them instead. We'll free you of your burdens. Trust me. I know what that weight feels like. And he will reach out and hand her 60 gold. Now, after we leave, I suggest you leave right after we do.
She'll nod and take the money.
One
I'm
second, let me
going-
change on my sheet. I'm 60 gold cheaper.
I am leading Miss Nova to Bartholomew.
And Kala is going up to this window and is fucking getting the fuck out of here. Bye.
Sweet. You go, girl. Good luck.
And so, thank you for that. That was an unpleasant surprise, but he'll be fine.
So it was a rot of the crotch, as they say.
Yes, for the love of everything, don't let them go to random brothels.
Oh, that one was that one was not one of mine, at least not recent. Until recent. Of course. As you said.
Like, it is treatable, it's just so unpleasant.
Yes, indeed.
Were there any other thoughts?
I've only to thank you for your kindness. If we have anything to share with Mr. Penko, we will certainly do so. But I'm afraid we have little.
No, and I have no need. If you see anything else, I'd rather be on top of any outbreaks, I suppose. Or any other maladies. Though I'm assigned to the estate, matters of health are best done at a community level.
He will nod. Of course. As he gestures, there will be a slight... His mask moves and he quickly adjusts it. Perception check with medicine.
How do I combine rolls?
You
Or
roll them
one
both.
of each. Okay.
Yeah.
Ew.
Nice.
Let me see. How far along are we? Do we want to use a birthday 20 here?
Yeah,
Or
maybe.
I would.
Yeah, use it. Let's find out about
Okay.
this guy.
Whose
on
birthday
the
is it?
my birthday was a bit ago. We just
We just
have been
haven't had
missing
session.
sessions and
Oh, that's
haven't
fair.
been rolling anything.
It skimmed.
Happy birthday,
So-
Reevee.
Oh,
Yes.
thank you!
Happy
Ah.
birthday
Oh.
to you.
Happy
Happy
birthday to
birthday
me! On the
to you.
non
There will be no
21
singing or
for
happiness.
medicine. Good.
Think of the
Only
lepers.
dick rot for you.
Only dick
Hey,
rot
yo.
for you. Whoa!
Oh, hey!
That's
He's
what
a virgin.
heretics
Hey.
get.
All right,
Hey.
so you would like to use your birthday 20 in that medicine check.
Yes, please.
Okay. In the brief moment of him adjusting his mask, you see that a horrible vision. For underneath the mask, the man has rotted skin, teeth split, and his eyes are melted out. The distinct scent of death that you've been sensing from him is not infected skin, but rather the stink of a corpse. This man is dead.
And that doesn't match up with any of my leprosy notes, right? That is
Being
that
dead?
is corpse-
Being dead?
What?
No?
What?
Hard to tell.
like-
Dead or leprosy?
Reevee, whoa, sweet girl.
To be clear, no, you don't think that he is a leper. You think that he is dead.
Sweet girl.
We will step back and pull these two along.
Mm.
We have to go.
Time to go.
Indeed.
Thank you, Bartholomew, for having us. This has been very instructional for me.
He'll wave goodbye. Farewell, friends.
We're pulling you.
Okay, he's gonna bow. He's gonna take one last look back. And
Thanks for helping.
Nope, only
Oh.
yoinkers.
Thanks for helping.
hold on. I'm trying to roll, Reevee. Jesus!
Why
I'm
is
a
he so
martial second.
fat? He's so hard to drag.
I'm a thick boy. What do I learn from him as we're walking away?
You can identify his HP, AC, equipment. Like, same thing as normal. Like, what do you want to know?
Okay, let me get his special abilities.
He has none. He is a corpse.
Okay, what is equipment?
You don't get to... Do you have
Oh,
the
yeah,
double
yeah.
dips? Okay.
No. That's all I
He's
get.
a corpse.
He is a corpse. Oh, maybe he was some fancy corpse. Who knows? Maybe he
Nope.
likes long walks on beaches.
I drag them and assemble our party outside.
Man, I really like being alive. Me too. Oh, thanks for visiting us. It was nice to make your acquaintance.
You're
Very
welcome.
good. Take care. Drags.
Not.
I hope we get visitors again soon. My job's really boring. Hello, Mr.
Rough,
Squirrel.
same.
That doesn't seem right. Okay.
That felt productive.
And so the party returns to Dark Lake Manor. No doubt to discuss what the fuck happened. Unless you want to tell them first, Nova.
No, that's an indoor conversation.
Got
But
it.
they can she doesn't really let them go or wander off.
Meanwhile, back in town.
What's
Oh boy.
up to?
We'll see if those 2 people were part of the 5. Who knows?
Alright, Taro. Where would you like to go?
I'm just going to roam about the town, see if I can possibly spot anybody suspicious, and make my way to the tavern and kind of do the same.
Mr. Pop's stuff and things.
Yeah.
So be it. Whilst wandering town, you don't really see anyone suspicious. And those 2 are there. Alright, Taro. It is about midday. What do you do?
Alright, just go to walk in. Have a seat at the bar.
Greetings, sir. How can I help you? Yes, popping.
Glass of milk, if you don't mind.
Milk?
Do you not have milk?
We have milk, I just... Alright. Grown man asking me for milk.
Pulling a Micha'el.
There you are. Your glass of fine milk.
Thanks.
You are most
Keep 'em
welcome.
coming. And I'll put a gold on the table.
Yes, sir! Alright, let's set the scene here. Where is my tavern?
Who ask milk?
No.
I mean,
Nothing
only
sweeter.
the finest of milks.
Nothing sweeter.
Import.
I want that sweet ask.
Oh, ask milk.
Oh yeah.
I want that sweet. Yeah.
Oh,
Is it the blue milk that they drink in Star Wars?
Yeah, just gotta milk it straight from the source.
it's pilk.
Ew.
No, that's Polk. Polk Praisman.
Do not milk Polk Praisman.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Bitch made.
No!
That's how you
I
get
mean,
it.
I was told I needed a bit of a squeeze.
From Pope Raisin.
Oh, you gonna rip your dick off, brother? Don't do it.
Alright, and whilst you're kind of just taking a seat, you notice that the tavern's pretty empty today. Not really a lot going on. As you take down a pint, I guess a pint of cold, refreshing milk.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, super cold, refreshing milk. It's so cold.
Yo, what's in
And
that milk, dog?
refreshing.
Yo.
How is it kept at such a cool temperature?
I'm glad you asked. I'm not glad at all. That's terrible. I hate it. Alright. Eventually, you'll see that there are a few people that enter the inn and tavern. The first that enters is this individual. She'll give you a nod. After a while, another one will enter the tavern. She will immediately hop on the stool and order 2 breakfasts. And then she'll do like cool backflips and go over here. What would you like to do, Gideon?
It's awfully quiet in here today.
Aye. Everyone's getting ready for the festival. People are saving their money. Most that we're getting through here are just travelers. People passing on through that have no intention of staying. Or they have money to burn, I suppose.
How many people usually come through here?
Oh... He'll kind of scratch his head a little bit. All sorts. It varies. But I do pretty good most days. Couple hundred. Not bad considering that Dark Lake isn't one of the biggest cities. But it's fairly sized. I get me patrons. We all know each other really well.
So like a small town, tight-knit community thing?
Aye, something like that.
I'm working up at the estate. I've heard things that apparently like there's been a inrush of just random people just in and out constantly. Is that true?
Yes and no, I think.
Any new faces around here that have been coming in?
Lots of travelers we've been getting through here. A couple of adventurers. There has been one that kind of stands out. Halfling fella. Real loud. Told me yesterday he was going to be here again today.
Halfling?
Aye.
They usually are pretty loud from my experience. Who knows, maybe I'll run into him. I also heard that there was an open mic night tonight. Is that true?
What's a mic?
Well, open performance thing.
Oh, yeah, we have... The stage is open, if that's what you're asking.
Oh, okay. Mind if I take a shot at it later tonight?
Okay.
I had some friends that were gonna come.
Sure thing. Will your friends also be ordering milk?
I don't know. Maybe. One of them might drink alcohol. I'm not sure. One of them does eat a lot.
All right. Well, in either case, if you need anything else, you just let me know, alright?
We'll do.
And then he'll go back to, cleaning up the area. He'll start cleaning the glass, and then all of a sudden you'll hear a commotion outside. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh, here he comes. Okay. Prepare yourselves. This one's,
I am prepared.
Yeah?
I want to say
Just
ahead
a
of
little
time
bring
that I'm sorry.
So it's not Mortimer.
Do it.
What? Why would he?
I'm just telling you, I'm sorry. Okay.
Okay.
For those of us about to rock, we salute you.
Oh, fuck yeah. Let's go.
Alright, here we go. The door explodes open. Hello, poppin' stuffin' things! Hey, old man! Give me some of the hardest whiskey you've got! I'm ready to get lubricated. You guys see this? Terrell, a halfling sits next to you that is a full, impressive 4'10". Muscular, rugged, and battle ready.
I wouldn't put whiskey on your armor. I think that would be the opposite of lubrication.
Whoa, what happened to you? You fall down in some sand?
You can't fall into...
Pleasure to make your acquaintance, sir. Name's Cammy Slammer.
Tarot.
Tarot? Like marrow? Like bones breaking? That's pretty cool.
Thank you.
So, haven't seen you around here before. Those swords on your back, are they for show or can you do something with them?
I am fairly proficient with them, yeah. I'm a...
Oh yeah? What's the coolest thing you've killed?
Lately? Nothing.
Oh, that's boring. Come on, you had to have killed something.
Well, there was like this big, horrible tentacle monster I killed in the mountains.
Yeah? Go on.
It had a big, like, bony carapace thing that was very hard to break through. It almost killed me and a few of my companions, but we eventually killed it.
So you're saying it was a death-defying feat, huh?
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Yeah, look at you. Yeah. So, why are you depressed?
I guess you would call her... I guess you could say she was my sister, died.
He'll nod. That's pretty heavy, brother. But my question is, why are you still sad, huh?
Because I feel like I should have died in her place.
Really? Do you think she would have wanted that?
I don't know. I can't ask her. She's dead.
Yeah, but what do you think she thinks?
I feel like she would slap me upside the head and tell me to get the hell over it.
Well, there you go! Do you need someone to slap you across the head? Don't worry. I can do it if you need it.
I've already taken one hard blow to the head. I don't want to risk another.
Yeah, you're right. I'd probably knock you right out. I'll possibly even kill you. I'm pretty strong. But look, whatever's eating at you, whatever sadness is in your way, you just gotta punch it in the face and keep going forward. I know a lot of people don't really see it my way, but I guess that's just my slammer way.
What slammer way?
That's right. Passed down from my father, and his father before him, and the guy who beat him up before him.
Interesting. Perhaps I should learn this slammer way.
Oh, it's easy. So first thing you gotta do is you have to like take the makeup off because whoa. Then you have to shadow box. Yeah, I'll show you. He'll flip over. You never know when someone's gonna come at you. Then you got Oh, you want some of this? Whoop-ah! You want a little bit of this? Yeah, and then you gotta like jump off the stool, and then you gotta kick him in the face. Please stop breaking my tavern! Oh, right, sorry. And then when you get into trouble, you just kind of move on over and you give him this, and he'll wink at the old man who is not happy. See, it works every time.
I don't think he's happy.
That's the thing, though. He will be. Just like
Why?
you will be.
But how does
Because the
what you did make
future's
him
happy. You're only sad in the present.
Yes.
Don't you see? The future's always happy.
But if I'm still sad tomorrow, then my future wasn't happy.
Then it's today. You're only sad in the present.
His nose will start to bleed from
That's
an
my
aneurysm.
slammer way.
Just kiss already.
Shut up, whoever said that.
Some guy in the corner, you know.
It was the crow outside.
The crow.
Fucking crow, where is it?
Ah! Kiss him! Kiss him! God!
He'll put don't look at the bartender. I didn't mean for him to break your stuff, and he'll put down another gold.
No, it's fine. He's small. He doesn't do much damage. Hey! Watch yourself, old man, or else I'll let out all my power. That was only like 2%. Speaking of 2%, is that milk? Why are you drinking milk at a tavern?
Because it's good for your bones.
What? Everybody know milks make you soft. That's what whiskey's for.
I've never had whiskey.
You haven't? Bartender!
No.
A whiskey for this man boy.
Oh, don't mix alcohol with milk. Don't do it. No. Don't do it.
It's fine. He'll learn.
No, don't do it.
He will learn.
Hand it to you. All right. He'll hold up his drink.
He'll grab it.
Yeah. And he'll grab his other drink. Now, you know how to make a toast, right?
He'll hold up a glass of two new friends.
No. We gotta do it. We gotta do it the elvish way. If you cheat, may you cheat death. If you steal, may you steal a woman's heart. If you fight, may you fight for a brother. And if you drink, may you drink with me. Here's to cheating, stealing, fighting, and drinking. Now you gotta tap your glass and my glass together. You just gotta.
Okay. So tap
Tink.
his glass.
There you go. Now you just gotta drink it all at once. You can't take. You can't. Oh, see, oh, it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
See, and then you gotta feel the burn. It's like, ooh, yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm not. I don't know if I like this or not. It burns.
It's supposed to burn. See, now in a few minutes, you're gonna get more attractive to women
Oh, wait.
or men. You know, whatever.
I'll get more attractive.
Oh,
More
yeah.
attractive.
It makes everybody have more fun. That's what makes whiskey so good. That's why my dad made it for so long. And that's just our slammer way.
Wait, I thought your slabber way was hitting things. I'm so confused.
Well, it has multiple applications in life, man. Just like a sword. You can use it to kill your enemies, chop your bread, make your meat, prop open your door, all kinds of stuff.
Right.
A way of life is like, you gotta like visualize it and then execute it, right? You have to like think about, what is it I want to be tomorrow? Me? I want to be the coolest. And so, that's how I became so fucking rad.
Well, if you want to be cool, I was told that these cigarettes actually make you really cool.
Oh shit! There's more to you than I thought! I didn't realize that you knew what an LP Curio was. Okay, no, he didn't say that.
Well, I mean, yeah, I know that. He'll break out his pack and like, would you want one?
Oh, no. I got my own. He'll pull out a big, thick-ass cigar. Maybe when you're ready, you can move up to, you know, the slammer way.
Oh, man.
Everybody's got this serious RP, and I'm just over here. Fucking let's go, bro!
I love him.
I like him.
All right, he'll look around. You got any flint and tinder?
Oh, here, I got you. No. Light a cigarette for cigar for him.
Oh yeah,
As he
that's what
lights
I'm
up his own.
talking about. It's so deep and cool. Oh man, see how cool we are right now? Yeah, like we've gone up like 10 points in attractiveness.
Oh, should we try to pick up those girls.
Oh, don't look at him, you idiot! Look away!
What?
Remember, girls are more interested in you if you're less interested in them. Here, I'll show you. Follow me.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, now do exactly as I do. Good day. Hey.
Hello.
She'll nod. He'll look away.
Head nods.
He closes the door behind you. Yeah, okay, so now they're gonna be like, oh wow, he wasn't interested in us at all. He barely even registered us. Which means they'll want our attention because it's more valuable due to its expressed rarity. That's the law of economics. Which is my slammer way.
I don't think that's how that works.
No. Watch. Okay. So now what we're gonna do, alright, is now we're gonna be inexplicably nice to them, and then go sit at the bar and ignore them for the rest of the evening. And then, near the end, we'll walk up to them and we'll ask if they want to go on a walk outside under the full moon.
So we ignore them, introduce ourselves, and then ignore them again, just to then ask if they want to go out.
Well, you don't really ask it like that. You just walk up, you ignore them, you're randomly, inexplicably nice to them, and then you ignore them the rest of the evening, and then you walk up and ask if they want to do something. You see, the less time you spend with them, the less chance you have of saying something fucking stupid.
It's true.
I mean, yes, that is.
It's all about
I
the
guess.
catch and release, Taro, okay?
Uh-huh.
So now we're gonna sit in here, and we're gonna laugh a lot, like we're having a great time without them, right? And then, we're gonna go to the bar and get them both a drink. Now, this is where the experience comes in. We have to decide which one we want to go for, and, you know, make sure we don't break any of the ancient bro codes. And also, we gotta figure out which one that wants what drink. Now, since it's your first time, I'll take the halfling. You can have the, he'll peek out. Elf? Elf. Human? Whatever. She's your sized.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so, here's what we do, right? So, if she's a halfling, alright? She's a...
Yeah.
Please. Go on.
Go on.
Usually
If she-
angry, always
if-
hungry.
If she's the right kind of garata, winky face, then then she'll know what she wants, right? Now, she's already eaten away probably her second breakfast, as he goes checks real quick. So that means she's gonna be needing something real good to take care of all that thirst she's built up, especially with all that bread she's eating. And then he'll kind of get lost. Man, she's really putting it away. What a fucking champion. So I'm gonna come at her with some good old-fashioned orange juice. Maybe I'll spike it a little bit. No, not without telling her, of course. I think they have something here called a good morning. Anyway, and you gotta figure out what she likes. Now, she looks like she's an elf, maybe, so maybe you should go for like a wine of some kind. We both turned at the same time.
Ah, that was perfect. That was perfect.
You're learning, young grasshopper. Bro thinking, yes.
We gotta go get her a wine, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, you ready?
Could we just ask the bartender what they like to drink?
What? That's a good point. You're pretty good at this. But if he doesn't know, then we have to guess.
Okay.
Now remember, when we walk out, puff out your chest, right? Like this. He'll do the Mulan walk. You ready?
Okay, yeah.
Here we go.
Strutting.
Hey, how's it going? 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 What do you want? I was wondering, bartender, do you happen to know those two ladies' favorite orders? No, not really. They've only been here a few times. I do know that the halfling girl likes to put away a lot. I think she's a fan of apple juice. Apple juice, huh? Do you got anything like the good morning? Well, we have the good evening, but I don't know, I've never seen her order any alcohol. Damn, looks like I got a chance with apples. What about the other one? Don't know her drink order, sorry, Sonny. Looks like you're gonna have to make a choice, Gideon. What kind of alcoholic beverage do you want to tempt that vixen with? The old man zooms in.
I don't think he ever introduced his name.
Cammy zooms in.
Wait, I was gonna say, didn't he call him Gideon? What?
Did I say Gideon? My bad.
What
Anyway,
do you know this man?
he doesn't. Yeah, I meant to say Taro. Sorry. I'm deep in the sauce right now.
Good.
How do you know my secrets, old man?
Now you all have to die.
Kill him! Well,
Shit. What did she order? Oh god.
she hasn't ordered anything yet. Zooms in. Zooms in.
I want to say milk, but I think I'm.
It's not fucking milk.
A white wine, I guess.
We don't really have any of that. We got elf wine. I think it's red.
Okay. We think she might be an elf. Is she an elf?
Old man eyes. She looks over. Oh! That there's a half elf. I can tell. Know how I can tell?
Half as much.
My fist's only partially filled. he holds up a half-filled fist.
I don't understand.
It's fine, it's a dwarf thing. Now, what do you want?
I guess just go with the wine.
Wine, huh? Alright. Apple juice. Alright, now, watch this. I'll go first, and then you follow behind me and you deal with the other one, okay?
Okay.
He'll Mulan walk. Oh shit, wrong way. He'll go the other way.
Show us how it's done.
He'll slide on up. Hey, como ves esta? I'm alright. He'll throw down an apple juice. This is for you. I just, thought you might be thirsty. Oh, thank you! He leaves before she can even say anything and runs away over here. Nailed it. Now let's watch him go.
How's she cutting? This is for you.
What?
And hand her the drink.
Oh. Well, thank you. What? Oh, all right.
Did I do it right?
You did a great job. Great fucking job.
Although I'm not sure I said the Elvish word right.
Huh? Oh, it's all right. She's half Elvish. She understood half of it. Look, the point is, we were really nice to them, right? So now they're gonna be thinking, wow, those two guys are really, really nice. And then we're gonna ignore them the rest of the time, so we don't say anything fucking stupid. And then,
Okay.
near the end of the night, okay, we're gonna approach them, and we're gonna ask them to go on a walk. And And then we'll be sure to walk to where we're on the side of the road and they're not, so they get a feeling that they're being protected from danger. Just like
of
my
course.
pappy did with my mom when they first met. That's the slammer way.
I mean, I feel like that's just common etiquette.
I don't know what that is. It sounds expensive.
It's just doing the right thing.
Alright, we should probably go to the other players. Zooms out. Okay. Jesus Christ.
He's wonderful.
Alright.
He's great.
Waymaker had no idea what he had given me when he handed me that. It's like, oh yes, this will be perfect.
Good.
Cammy Slammer.
I love that they're like anti-color coordinated. We have the red tips and the green tips. They're just broing it out.
When we both turned our tokens, I fucking died inside. Like I was like, that's perfect.
Roasting.
It was good.
That was some Friday after next stuff. Alright. Meanwhile, back in serious land with actual problems happening.
Well, this is serious. This is Gideon dating. Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no,
Yeah,
the
the only
serious
thing
music.
more serious than that is Ginny's dating.
Oh yes, that's coming.
It's all part of the mission. All part of the mission. Whew. All right. Loaded.
Alright. It is nearing the end of the workday. The sun begins its descent. We're in afternoon.
I am going to collect my snacks before going back to the house to get ready
Okay.
with Farryn and Nova's help.
And what about the two of you?
Did you see it?
Psst. Oh, beans.
Bean.
Hey! Gatos!
Lope beans.
Yoo-hoo!
My bad.
To the head.
Ah, Darcy, what?
Don't ignore me.
What?
Did you see it?
See what?
Okay. I'll explain it later. I'm going to speak to the courtier.
All right.
Get yourself ready.
Nova, what did I see? I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, Farryn, you
We're
returned from a
outside.
hard day's work with Michael from all that reading you guys are doing, you fucking nerds.
Cool. Woohoo!
We will pull them in and close the door.
They're on their way. They'll be phasing through the wall momentarily.
Very good.
Instant transmission.
Beam him up, Scotty!
I wish it was instant. You notice
I'm
that
sure-
Taro's not here. Where could he be?
Have you seen Taro about?
I thought he went with y'all.
Okay.
Split up.
He is still in
was-
town. We
He
will
was
find
going to
him.
be at the inn.
One moment, if I may have a moment of all of your attention. Listen close. There are lepers at the camp, among others. There is a living corpse there. Long dead.
Well, this is not something
Not-
that to be discussed in the other room.
I already closed the door here. Alright.
Sorry, Thorne, you weren't in the secrets room.
Exposition room.
You were not in the
Very
proper...
Chamber of Secrets!
You weren't in the exposition room.
All right, now begin again because none of us were listening.
We have a protocol. Go ahead.
It is simply to prevent people from listening in at keyholes, you understand.
I just think it's
But
funny,
yes.
dude.
So,
Oh yes, you would know
Instead-
best.
mm,
But yes, the one with the golden mask. That thing is a corpse, though it talked. It's not like the... Well, perhaps it is arisen from another continent, but it is most certainly dead.
Was it undead, or was it a corpse?
Well, it was speaking and moving. So I feel undead.
Good point.
Though, if it was undead, then... Oh, I guess...
He
I
seems
guess
nice.
Farryn isn't Farryn isn't relevant to such concerns. I guess he wouldn't know. Okay. And Genevieve pointed out that some of them were armed, that some of them are not lepers at all.
Yes. In fact, also, I should point out, though it served us well in the end, Mr. Beans used unsanctioned magics to get the job done. It did get the job done, and we did learn quite a lot.
And the corpse knew of his faith right away and seemed pleased with it. They are also foreigner, or well, was. And then there was the other one that was with him, though I didn't get close enough and I never heard him speak.
They broke away to consort with each other once.
What did you see?
Only that they spoke in silence to each other in a corner. Beyond that, there are also certainly a number of people hidden amongst them that may or may not be actual lepers. At least some of them definitely weren't, but some of them are violent. Some of them carry weapons. And I think we got out of there just in time for that to not be a problem.
Were you able to determine a purpose for their carrying weapons?
Besides one of them looking on the verge of death and seething with a murderous intent? Not particularly.
When it came to the corpse, where this is at least my area of expertise somewhat, but were any of you able to pick up any signatures on him, magical-wise?
No, it's not something
I can't
that I'm
feel that sort of thing.
trained in doing.
Really?
Perhaps on the next visit you should come.
Perhaps. How... So you've determined he was a corpse, but, was there anything, I suppose, that made him stand out? How did you determine it?
When his mask flipped for a second, could see straight through the entire rot of his flesh and the cracking of his teeth. There wasn't, and she'll indicate with her hand, peeling back from the center of the face outward. There wasn't anything holding it together as flesh. It's an old corpse pretending to be a person.
You know, he did move very stiff when I was talking to him. Maybe there's a connection between him being dead and being able to move and the partner. Kayla did say she's never very far without him. Maybe the other leper who did not speak to us is somehow controlling Bartholomew.
But then why would they need to talk together? If one of them is a necromancer and his pet.
To keep up the rules.
How does your god feel about necromancy, Micha'el?
I never asked him. I presume he doesn't like it, but I'm only assuming.
That'd be something good to probably learn about your new religion.
And I will pray for those answers. Maybe he will give them to me.
In any
Or at
case,
least let us know before you make out with them or whatever. If
I
it's not
imagine-
an...
I imagine
Well-
that were I a necromancer, and a paladin walked in through my doors, I might not want to speak directly to him either. Just in case. Simple precaution.
Well, I'm not going to permit, I didn't know he was a necromancer at first. None of us did. But I'm not going to perform necromancy. So, Vayron gives me the freedom to do as I please. So I'm
That's-
not going to
that's beside the
perform
point.
necromancy. Anyways, but back to what we were saying. There's something weird going on there. There are people there who weren't lepers, wanted to be in a colony, people there hiding weapons. I wonder if it's a place that people just want to flee away from their life to go there. And just...
I will
You
be
know-
the first to admit that I was probably wrong. At first I thought they were all the Risen, hiding amongst the people, but I was wrong. Many of them are in fact lepers. Many of them are sick. Some are just hiding out, though, so you're right there. I would be very far from assuming that there are no Risen there. That would be a fantastic place for one of them to hide.
Agreed.
But at the moment, it seems we have no further information as to potentially who it is. Except perhaps the leader of the camp himself.
And I believe
Yes,
the
ma'am,
leader
or
isn't
the person that was with him. And I don't know enough to go to follow the heart and suggest a full assault to deal with the monster.
The
We have
corpse.
our own objective, and it doesn't seem to be immediately preying on the people.
You're right. Didn't feel connected. Not entirely. Go ahead.
The corpse, when I was speaking to him while Nova was upset, he divulged he was from Calcatesh, and he was, at least told me originally he was an elf. I don't know how long he's been dead, but he was originally an elf. At least that's what they told me. He could have lied to me, but at least that's what they told me. I don't know how long he's been dead, if that's what Nova says. But it would make sense why he was moving so stiff, and I felt uneasy being around him. I had to be honest. It felt not very pleasant to be in his presence, but I ignored it in the moment. But now I know why. I was talking to a dead man.
Oh, good. Another Calcateshi foreigner. Great.
If we are all done here, I would like to spend a moment to talk to Michael. Alone, please.
I need to get ready for
That's
my
sure,
mission.
because George needs to get ready for her mission and probably
My
needs
mission?
help of the other
Yes.
females.
Well, did you, Fiona, Michael, did either of you have anything?
Did we learn anything about the coins from all our nerd books?
You learn two
Yes.
things. Thing one is that those coins are not in circulation and haven't been for a long time because they were actually removed purposely by the church. So any coins that are left over now were either from someone randomly finding one in a collection and not knowing what it is, or two, they're not from now.
Mm.
Suffice to say that the only way that that woman would have that coin in her pouch is if some random antiquities collector, or some equally unlikely scenario of someone just having it randomly, giving it to her, or somebody who paid with a coinage that isn't in circulation today.
I am the Risen, probably.
Yes, it's probably a Risen that gave it to her.
Thank you. Well, let's see what we can do after tonight. let's get you seated and gussied up.
Gussied.
Micha'el,
Okay. Shake it
I-
off.
do not
Captain?
appreciate you asking to talk to Mythos alone.
It's something personal. It's not about my god.
Mythos, how do you feel about it?
I will hear him out. I'm not one to easily fall to any kind of ploys of his speech. I know where I belong and I know what I serve.
Very
If
well,
he's
then.
truly to speak of something else, then I don't see qualms with it. And if he does try anything funny in his conversations about piety or religion, then I will see myself out on my own.
I will do you one better. And he will take his blade out and offer it to him. If I speak anything of my god, you may strike me with this.
Mythos will accept it. Very well. I will be fine, Miss Fiona.
Then you may have your conversation. I will go help Georgie.
Thank you, Captain. And Micha'el will sit down. Mythos. I never got I never got to answer your question why I did the things I did before I am who I am today. And I wanted to give you clarity of why I was the way I was. Why I was such a bloodthirsty man in a previous life of mine.
Speak
I
up,
was
please.
I was a boy in my village. As you know, I was from the demon waste. As we fight for survivals, for the demons, for the Mytharians. That's what our life has come to. That's why my skin is green, because we live in the corruption. I looked up to my father. Very strong and noble warrior. I trained with him to go out and fight with him one day. I believe that's what my calling was. To fight as a Mytharian with my father. Then one day, he did not come back. And the only thing I had was his sword. Not his body, not his armor, but his sword. Which my mother Methandro still keeps in our family home. It made me very angry at the world around me. Bloodthirsty at those. I blamed the apostates directly for the death of my father. I believed anybody who committed magic outside of the Church of Materia shall be killed without consequence. And so that's what I did. I trained my entire life. My childhood was robbed from me due to my father's passing, and I lived in only anger. For 2 decades, I fought with only anger in my heart, spite in my mind, and vengeance in my veins. I did what I did because I did not see any peace. I did not see any recourse. I did not see any other possibilities but their heads on my sword. I killed all those people because I was a bloodthirsty animal. Because I did not think twice of what I should do and not do. I would only kill them. I did not think about what order I was given, only that I must kill them. I did not think whether I was right or wrong, only that I must kill them. And that is it. I tasted blood on my mouth every waking day because I was robbed of what I could not have of no fault of my own. And that is not your fault. That is not anybody here's fault. It's not even the fault of the people I killed, but I sought retribution. And the only way I knew how And the only way I trained to do, through brute force and with my blade. That's why I joined the sword. I knew what I was good for. I was not a spy, I was not intelligent. I was not would be a shield. I thought they were too soft. I thought we should just purge them. No collars, no nothing. I would have stood on the mountains of bodies. Believe that would have cost so not another one of those people in my village may suffer the fate I did. And that is why I accused them. I won't go into the ideas why I changed, because I told you I wouldn't. But obviously I have. And I've already told you why.
We did. And then Mythos will take a brief moment to point the blade that Micha'el had given him towards him. You said it was not my fault. You said it was not the fault of the people around you. But there's still one person you have yet to say was not at fault for your actions. And then he'll just drop the sword in front of him. At least now you've been able to see through your clouded judgments. She's not the one who made you make these decisions. Your hatred, your rage, that's what pushed you and fueled you. I won't condemn you for that. It's not a story that's not unheard, especially within the sword. Path as you, thinking they are doing it for righteousness when truly they are only doing it for their own ego. Whatever god you found yourself in the employ of, if we can even call it that, you may have abandoned her light. I just wanted you to see that she's not the reason that you were left. It was not Matheria, it was not her light that sent you after those people. It was yourself. And maybe, one day, after you're done toying with this foreign entity, maybe you'll be able to see that again.
And he will stand. I know I was misguided and all I saw was anger. And I paid my price for that. You did not see it. But I know what I did was not the right thing. At least, there could have been other ways I could have done it. Not everybody had to be killed. At least, not the way it happened. He will pick up his sword and sheath it again. One final question for you, Mythos.
Starting to see the greater. But
One final question for you, Mythos. You don't have to answer it now, but I only issue you a word of caution as I was of who I used to be. When is it that a man becomes a monster? Be careful of what orders you are always given. Look into them.
I can already answer that question for you. A man becomes a monster when he can no longer tell who he is. The second you doubt, the second you look for means and ends for anything, the second you have lost faith in yourself is the second you turn into a monster. It just seemed that you had already hit that roadblock early on in life, but only now are realizing it. Ignorant enough to think that the ways of the church and the ways of those who preach Matheria's light is a bloodless path. I've witnessed it, I've researched it, but it didn't always have to be that way. And for as long as I am capable, I will continue to make sure that I move forward down her path of light with as little bloodshed as necessary. Even if I do have to turn in others who would otherwise be condemned, there is always an option for them. Most people, just due to the foul speech of the way of the church's atrocities, mainly the sword, but it's not just the sword. those things creep out into the populace. That is what is manipulating the common folk into turning to these false entities, these dark magics, or even playing into the hands of those that would use those magics to, quote, aid those people. And even if by some metrics that the aid they provide is doing good for some people, they choose to ignore the ramifications of those actions. I will say this, and I will leave this for you to ponder. For hopefully one day you can find your way back to the light. Figure out who you are and who you want to be. And maybe, if you can put this continent and the well-being of it above yourself, even when you do have to make those tough choices, you won't be burdened by that choice. Nobody wants to see people die. At least I don't believe so. But sometimes that does have to be the only option.
And you are correct on that one. I do believe some people need to be killed. Even I recognize there are some people who have gone too far. Evil is evil at the end of the day. And you cannot deal with evil with tolerance. For the first time, and I think the longest, ever, I used my magic today to heal. Not of the people in battle, not of battle magic. I was able to cure 2 people of a sickness that would have destroyed their lives. Is that really such a bad thing, Mythos?
That is not my decision to make. What
But
you
it
did
is.
true, if you did help them. But at what cost? At least for the time being, we can at least assume you know how to keep your magics in check. At one point you were a follower of Mytheria, one who carried her hallowed light within you. So if you sought fit for these people to be cured, I can only hope that you did it in a tempered way. And the fact that you are not here radiating before me at least tells me you didn't get carried away trying to cure an entire camp beyond your means. My stance has always been this, regardless of whether the magic is hallowed by her light or not. It is a tool. It is something meant to be monitored and used when it is necessary. If you truly helped those people, then may the light guide them back to her holy embrace, even if the way they were healed was not by her touch. And as long as you keep yourself in check for the remainder of this mission, I have any issue with you. But be wary. For if you start to turn against us, because you've already turned away from the light, I will not hesitate to strike you down if it comes to it. But do not take this as me wanting to do that. I just know it is a choice that has to be done.
Fair enough, Mythos. And I have no questions that you would not falter to strike me down if you need be. Thank you for your time. I'm going to go outside so I might not burden the others with my prayers.
Meanwhile, this is what you give me to work with? Well, honey, I've seen worse. We're gonna turn this souse ear into a silk purse. Wow.
Oh yeah, they had their way.
I wish I could
well.
show that handout, but I can't.
It's in the. I put it in fan art. It's fine.
Mhm.
Oh boy.
As
We're gonna
As
serve
Nova and
this
Fiona
sunset.
ferociously go and dress up Georgie so she is ready for her date. Dainty and adorable.
I roll.
For the
No.
mission.
I'm sure I'm quite presentable as is. Thank you, though, Nova.
Is this her first time in heels, and she's just doing like the whole slip?
Oh no heels here. Dark
not,
Lake is far too
Muddy.
run down for that.
not her first time.
Well, at the exact time arranged, I don't have art, but Mortimer arrives in a fair tunic with
Ooh.
a topper hat, a tiny little bow tie, and a flower.
Oh man. You know what, Arcadum? I'm gonna make him hat for next session. I'm gonna make him pretty.
All right, he'll hold out his flower, which is a carnation.
And she will take it.
Shall we go?
Yes. You look
No.
very nice.
Thank you. I tried very hard. He'll offer his arm.
And she will take it.
All right, you're like, what is your strength? 12?
Not a lot.
He has a 10,
it
so
is
you're still
12.
stronger than him. So,
I got one.
but you're not as fast. Beep.
All
right,
It's waggling like a flower, like a flag.
Unfortunately, I don't have time to do your fucking date, so we're gonna have to do that next time.
That's fine. I'll make him pretty for next time.
No. Sorry, we spent a lot of time on Cammy Slammer.
We did. He was very cool. We
He was
like
very
Cammy
cool.
Slammer.
I'm glad you guys thought he was super cool because he was trying really hard to be super cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's a slammer way.
His slammer. way.
Are we
That's
doing the
my
bit of fan art then
slammer way.
and getting ready for next time?
Yeah, we're calling it that.
Yeah.
Let me do the
Let's go.
fanned art.
We only got one.
I put
Or just-
a pretty Ginny in there.
Yeah.
She's super pretty.
hmm
Super freaking.
You know, Mortimer didn't pass out immediately, so there's a good sign.
Oh, I bet he has great blood. flow.
Oh, look at
Wink.
look at what? Hold on. That is. That's weird. I didn't show the. There we go. There we go. Look at Jenny. Look at her little dress. Look at her. She's ready. She's ready for the mission.
Yes.
Yes,
The mission.
the mission.
The mission date. The date.
I didn't know Ginny had cartilage piercings. Alright.
They're not. They're little weird
They're snap-ons.
wraparound earrings that Fiona had.
Mm-hmm.
They just kind of slip on.
Slip on the ears.
Ginny's not ladylike enough for piercings.
You can slip them on him and give him a Prince Albert.
Oh my god.
That's not how it works.
That's
Anyway, that's enough for me. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for all the support. I'll see you guys next time.
See you next time.